Good morning. This is Lori from the Pink Girly channel. And I am weary. I'm weary, girls. I'm weary. I've been working on my craft room to, get it organized for years. And just a little bit here and there, right? But this last week and a half, I decided I wanted a smaller table, try to utilize my good morning, Pam. Utilize my space better, and I hauled everything out. I mean, I have such a mess you can't even imagine. I mean, such a mess. And today I really felt like doing something on the jelly plate. I know it's cute, right? But I just can't imagine making another mess. So I'm going to do something less messy. And I wasn't sure up until really just a few minutes ago what direction I'm going to go because I'm just weary. I'm weary. Going through boxes, trying to consolidate. And then once I get this done, I'm still going to have to go through my stuff again and then mark boxes and stuff. It's just, I don't find myself to be a person that gets easily overwhelmed, but I'm borderline overwhelmed. So, and then when you do something this drastic, hey Deb, good morning. Oh, that was nice to stop and say hello. I appreciate that. Thanks. I hope you have a good day. Hi Angie. Um, I feel like I have to work on it all the time to get it cleaned up. I mean, our whole kitchen is filled. Hi Aunt Beck. It's filled with my jazz, right? So I haven't really been doing too much art stuff either. And then I've just been so exhausted. And then I started watching this PBS series. I mean, it's been on for a while. I mean, they're in season 7, but I just started to watch it from the beginning. It's called Grantchester. Oh my gosh. The other night I stayed up till 4 o'clock. They just kept coming one after the other, and I couldn't bring myself to hit the button to click it shut. Okay, Ange, that's good. So 4 a.m. I'm staying up watching this series, okay? And then the sale last night, I finally fell asleep. I just couldn't. Woo! I'm like, whoa, so tired. So I'm going to take it easy a little bit today. So the other day when I did my stream, let's do this first. So welcome to everybody who's coming in. I'm going to try these silicone mats. Look, I got these on Amazon. They're real thin. Now, I have black, tan, and gray. I'm thinking I might do some kind of stenciling on the other ones. It's real thin. But see, then I'm thinking it should be easy to wipe up, number one. Number two, but see, I don't like those bubbles. I don't have that glare, from my light. So I'm going to see how this works. They were just a couple of bucks. I'm going to try it. All right, so this is a little mini composition book that I covered on my last stream, and I haven't finished. So I'm just now tucking the sides in. So I'm going to put a little more Fabri-Tac here. Lost the lid to my Fabri-Tac. Okay, I'm a mess. I'm an absolute mess. All right, so I'm going to put a little there, and I'm going to scoop some under here. So I hope everyone's doing well. I was just watching Anne for a bit. Anne is amazing with that junk mail journals. Her journals are like so cool. All right, so see now this is what I forgot when I did the front. Because the fabric is porous, the Fabri-Tac comes through a little bit. So you gotta be careful. And then once that dries, I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the inside cover yet. See there, I put, well, I tried to put some there, it just isn't very bright. Maybe I put a piece of lace or something there. I don't know, we'll see. And then here, of course, this didn't get so good. I kind of rushed this. But I think what I'm going to do is stitch, I put a little patch here. So I think I might just zigzag around there. And this is a different kind of, I guess it was some kind of seam binding. I'm not sure, but it's so frayy, which normally I like. But with having to wrap it around the book, already it's annoying. So I think I'm going to zigzag down both sides of that as well. But I think overall he turned out kind of cute. And then I can decorate, you know, and add other stuff on here as I go through my stash and I see something else I might want to add, you know. I think it'd be a cute one to add too. So see, that's already wrapped around the charm. See, I can't be having that. That'll drive me bonks right there. Drive me bonkers. But see, if I put another piece of fabric there, that might be tough to have a pocket. I don't know. We'll see. So it's kind of finished, but kind of not. You know how that goes, right? And the idea for this was just for me to tuck it. Just gonna tuck it. I don't know, guys. I like these little guys. All right, so this is a regular composition book, and gosh, quite a while ago I dismantled it, and then I was fussing around with paint and leaves and I guess stamps, and I just decided to put a little something on each page. And I have them divided in signatures, it looks like. They're not great pages by any stretch. But I've got 3 signatures going here. But I know I wanted to cover it. And then I had a note inside the cover. Yeah, wood inch. I don't even know where I got this. I have here stitch, fuse flaps, glue down, decorate, stitch signatures through the spine. So I want to do more than one signature. See, here's the thing. If I put these together and make one signature and then stitch through here, then at some point, this isn't going to work. See, these are my, all right, a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, I was inspired by Robin McClendon. And so I made all these pages. And I'm just going to put these in. I've got this great fabric that I'm just going to put a fabric cover around these. But I want to do a standalone video to finish off. It's kind of like a series. I have a couple other little videos posted. And I just want it to be one signature. And so I know these are not going to be even, right? Because it's too chubby. There's too many. But I did get rid of some of these pages, but most of these I just don't want to get rid of any of them to like thin it out and make 2, or you know, I kind of want it to look this way. And she says she has bowls on the brain. Her brain is going yo-yo. So if I do that the same with these pages as this, tuck them all inside of each other. See, it's not going to be even here. You're going to have that. For this project, I'm okay with that. For this one, I'm not sure I want to do the same thing because it's going to be a hard cover. And then if I do them individually, I'm just sitting here now and I found this and pulled it out. See, I found this because I'm cleaning stuff up. Of course, I still haven't found the tip to my Fabri-Tac. Anyway, if I do 3, which is fine, I could do that. I have to then come and make more of these holes, which I'm thinking about doing. You know, one down this side, one down this side. If I can find my awl. That's the other problem with tearing stuff apart and trying to get reorganized. You get lots of kind of like downtime because you can't do anything because you don't remember where you put stuff to where you're going to then put it again. Ugh. So what I was thinking at this point was to stitch 3. But see, then if you do anything, see, they're already sticking out. Maybe I should just do 1. And then I could stitch this through the cover. And that might be cool. See, even that way, they're going to stick out. So maybe I should just, how many do I have in here? I love putting journals together. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Nope, counted wrong. Look. I recounted the pages. Let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then on top of everything else, I broke the readers I wear all the time. So then I ordered another pair. I think they're too strong, so my head's all fuzzy. So even they will stick out. So what's the story? What do I want to do? I might also just make it chubby. Put another set inside this set. Once I pull those stitches in there, it'll bring it back in a little bit, but not completely. And then what I was thinking is if I do stitch it, I want to come right through, like maybe get some hi Janice, get some of my red waxed linen and have the stitches come right through the back side here. Of course, if I have, I wonder if I probably can't score that very well. Probably not, right? That's too small. Let's see. I'm just fussing around. I'm just fussing around, girls. I have a score pal, and who knows where that is. Let's get this Martha Stewart one out here. See if I can find a... All right, so what if I try to score it here? Whoop. Crook it. That's better. I keep going off in that one spot. I have no room. I've got everything squished. I think I was at 7. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fold that. You know what, Ange? I was so tired, I couldn't even tell you. As some of you may or may not know, my husband and I play pinochle with friends that we knew in Pennsylvania who have now moved to Colorado. And we try to play every week, and we usually play on Sundays. Well, they have plans for Sunday. So we played last night. So I've got Keisha plugged in my one ear. I've got them plugged in my other ear. I'm totally exhausted. I have no idea what anybody was doing. I missed just about everything. I think maybe I'll trim these pages. Maybe that's the way to go. Or I could put an extension. I noticed that you said you thought you were timed out at the one time. I told you I could see you. So I didn't notice really anything much other than that, to tell you the truth. Does anybody in here play pinochle? We had another horrible night. The girls always seem to have a horrible night. We had a really horrible night again. I don't know why the guys are so lucky, but they are. No cards. Hey, Stephanie G. Okay, Janice. Hey, Peggy. I didn't see you sneak in. Okay, Peggy, no problem. Peg, is your son all settled? Did he get his business moved? Is everything good there? Look, I'm not doing this right. Let's see. You had to take naps. Yeah, I hear you. I think I was on the wrong line. Welcome to everybody who's popping in. I'm just fiddling around with cleaning out my art space, and I'm just fiddling around with some stuff that I found that I've wanted to do, but forgot I had it in a box. So that might be okay. So then if let's see, do I have enough lines on here? Grab a pencil. And I don't know why I'm going to all this trouble for this kind of a journal, but if I draw the line here, it looks fairly straight. Becky says she gave her son notice. I'm done helping with the business as of July 31st. My 47-year-old baby has to fly on its own. Well, you've been, I'm sure, a tremendous help to him. You strike me as someone who can get a job done and done well. That's probably not a great line. That's a little too close. Let's go here. I might try that. Now, see, the thing is I don't know if I can find my pokey tool. I have a couple, and I bought a great big, oh, there it is. See, my awl is short. So I was thinking if I poked holes. Hey, Ray, how are you? Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. All right, somewhere I have a catalog that I could stab. I don't think I can just stab these like that. I think I'm going to have to punch down. Okay, you know what? I could probably use, I really just need anything, really, just so I don't punch into my, if I try this. These do not have to be exact. All right, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And that's good, right? It has to be an odd. Ray says she's doing good. That's wonderful. Always nice to hear that. Okay. So let's just see. Maybe instead of ruining all of that tablet, I'll just ruin the back. All right, let me put these pages off to the side. Okay, so one really good thing for me, anyway, with cleaning up my space and digging through my boxes and whatnot. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to get up off my tuchus and go get, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get the catalog instead of fussing around with that. I know exactly where it is. We had a new air conditioning unit put in, and it's working really great, except for back in my little art room here. I don't seem to feel like I get enough air. Okay. This will be much better. And let's see here. Get the glasses on. Well, I was just in Ann's. Ann was on earlier, and she said she had her laptop or whatever she was using next to her in bed, and she woke up and they were still on at 5. Okay, so I'm just thinking I'll go in and out, in and out, in and out, and just do a basic stitch. Hey, Shannon. Aw. We're glad to have you. All right, so I'm just eyeballing these. Putting one over here. I'm going to put in 3 signatures. I guess that's not so great, you guys looking at my fist. But I want to do this ahead of time. So that when I put my fabric on, I'm going to put my fabric on next. And then hopefully my needle, I just have to poke through the holes I made and then the fabric. So now I'm just going to put on the Phillies game. I didn't check to see what time they played. I guess they played early. So by the time I checked, the game was over. They won 10-0. I always, maybe that's the answer. Maybe I should stop watching and they'll do better. They always seem to score a lot of runs when I don't watch. Anyway, my girlfriend Jean and I did terrible playing Pinochle. Oh, it was just one of those days. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? And then going through all my stuff, I don't know if any of you gals have the same experience when you're straightening up your craft supplies or, you know, working on your craft space. It's like I have all these things that I have partly started and ideas that of things I want to do. Of course, I've totally forgot. I don't know how many journals I have started in that I've picked out, you know, a book cover and have pages in there kind of in signatures. Oh my. I have a lot of wasted space too. Like, you know what I mean when I see those tubs that they're 12 by 12? Well, they might be a little bigger because you can put 12 by 12 scrapbook paper in them. Oh, I've got so many of those. But most of them are half empty. See, so once I kind of get those filled up and in their new spot, then I'm going to have to go back through at some point and label them so I know what's in there. I'm trying not to get depressed. All right, so if I'm thinking correctly, which I can't really say that I am, I can stitch right through those. This is the fabric I want to put on. So I can just glue this down. Now, originally I had tried to get it to be the exact size. I'm not going to tuck it in on the edges, I don't think. Because I didn't leave any. Although it probably would be nice if I did that. But see, I don't think I have any more of this. I did go through my fabric. So maybe I'll go like that. And this really could be a pocket, right? I know, right, Shannon? I like it too. That's what, who came in first this morning? She likes it too. Oh my gosh, her name is escaping me now. I'm going to use my Yes paste. And I have a silicone spreader I didn't clean off. Oh, this is terrible. My brain is just fried. Absolutely fried. Pam. Sorry, Pam. She said, "You miss me. Miss me." Oh my goodness. Sounds like hubby just got home. All right, I'm going to use the Yes paste because two reasons for me, in my mind anyway. Once I get spreading it, it spreads pretty easily. Is Sherry here? I miss Sherry. Sherry, if you're here, hello, hello. And mostly what I've glued so far, I don't get any wrinkles. If I use the Fabri-Tac that's so goopy and so, you know, it's like snots. Oh, you like Paisleys anyway? Yeah, I don't know where I got it, but well, of course I like green. So that's part of it for me. I'm going to do half at a time. At least I'm going to try. I guess it's because I'm a very tactile person, I guess. I like touching fabrics and fibers and, you know, yarns. And oh my gosh, I could be in a yarn shop like forever. Just going around touching everything. See, that's how I get myself in trouble when I do go, like, say I'm looking for a specific color of something for a project, and then I start rooting around in my stuff, and then I see other stuff, and I think, oh yeah, I want to do that, so I pull that out. Oh yeah, and I was going to do that, and I pull that out, and the next thing you know, I've got another super mess, and still haven't found what I was originally looking for. I should be on medication for that. I put my son on medication for it. I don't know why I didn't put myself on it. ADD. Woo! I'm pretty sure at least one of my uncles had ADD. I definitely have it. Our son has it. All right. So I'm just going to lay it down and smush. Your daughter does too. Pretty sure my one niece, I think, had it probably. It's hard to determine a lot of times in gals. Oh, Peggy, not Sherry. Gotcha. All right. I'm going to pull that back just a tad. Sometimes I don't get the edges very well. So I'm trying to be a little more conscious of getting the edges of the things that I glue down. I mean, I love going to our pool. Hey, Gail. Hello, hello. Nice to see you. And, gosh, I haven't even been to the pool much. It just, ugh. Well, first of all, I don't feel like fighting the body to get it into the bathing suit. Okay, I'm just being perfectly honest. That shouldn't probably a little TMI. But you're already exhausted. It's like, yesterday I was so like ready for a nap. We did go for a little while. And I like to go when the sun's all the way out. It's been on and off overcast here. Very, very warm. Very, very warm here. But overcast at times. I like to go to the pool when the sun's ablazing. Okay. Now I'm not sure how this Yes Paste is going to do on my silicone mat. I'm hoping I can wipe that up pretty easily. And I was working on that. I put together that little fairy journal the other day. And I know somewhere I have, and this should be easy for me to find. Somewhere I have, I believe, Stamperia paper that's got some fairies on it. Coloring may not be so great, but I was thinking I might like to see how that would look. Right. So then what I might do is just stitch this in. So then to make a pocket. But I don't have to do that right away. I could do that after the fact. And I might want to do something here. Paint it or cover it or do something to make it look more better. Might want to make it more better, girls. That's okay looking a little, whoa, a little raggedy taggedy. Now, of course, I don't have any baby wipes at the ready. I keep forgetting to buy them. So let's see if I can clean up that. All right, so let me ask you this, girls. If you were, see, this is a piece of silicone. So I was thinking of taking some of my StazOn on some of my stamps and stamping a pattern so it's not just, you know, all black. And then I have a light tan and a gray. The three came in this package. And I'm thinking the gray and the tan are going to make the camera, you know, like crazy. So I was thinking if I stamped a pattern, but I don't want it to be too busy. Now on the black, what color do you think? Do like a gray? Or something darker, like a navy, so there's a little something there, but you can't really see it. See, I'm not crazy about the bubbles either. Little bubbles. All right, now, if I'm going to stitch this, let me go get my waxed linen. I'm pretty sure I have I was thinking a reddish kind of a tone. Yeah. It's probably because it's so warm out, I can't get enough to drink. Just if you're thirsty, drink. All right, so now this may not work the way I'm hoping it will. So I put my pages off to the side, but I don't know what side. Here we go. So I was just thinking in and out, in and out, in and out, but I don't know if that's gonna really work. Now I want a needle that's got more of a point. And I don't know, I've never done a pamphlet stitch that was this, you know, this long. that should be plenty, right? If I'm just doing in and out, in and out. I'll give it a go. And then maybe what I'll do is just knot it at the top. See, I have no idea what I'm doing. Just lost my needle. There it is. All right, so I'm going to put a knot on this end. And let's just see how it works. This is just, messing around with a composition book to see. To see what, just to see if I could do it. That's really not a very good image, is it? Not a tool. All right, so I'm through the first. Now I'm going to go through the second. Go through the center one. Oh, Shannon, you're in Canada. I just realized what might be the rub here, because I can't see where I need to put my needle for that second hole. I can't really see there either. Well, that's all right. That I can do it this way. My granddaughter had gotten from someone a little kit. It's really cute. It's got all kinds of little felt shapes in it. The holes are around the edges, say it's a mushroom, are all pre-punched. And I guess it had the plastic needles, and the fiber was, I think it was a yarn or a cotton. I think it was the yarn. And then she got stuffing with it, and then you can stitch it, and then it's got little felt punch outs. Say if it was, she was working on, I think, a raccoon, and or a fox. Maybe it was a fox. And then she could put the eyes on and stuff. And so her brother wanted to do the Christmas tree one, so she let him. Now he's 4, so he couldn't get it going the way he wanted, because he kept pulling his kept losing his thread out of his needle. So I was showing him, how to do that. It was fun. It's a nice little kit. This is a bit fiddly. I'm stabbing in the dark here. Now, I don't have a whole lot of strength in my hands. I'm going to put this so I kind of can use that. Sometimes I use a pair of pliers to pull the thread through. That works for me. I'm going to have to come back and tighten up these stitches because I can't really see. Hi, Barb. How are you? Nice to see you. How did your skitty sauce turn out? Oh, I kind of ripped that pretty good. Well, I don't think I'm going to sit here and sew all these signatures. Oh, I hit the camera. I hit the camera. I've got something else we can look at. Because I think this will be a little monotonous here for you and for me. So I'm just going to do that simply like that. And then I'm going to put in my other 3 signatures. And then I don't think I want to see the inside of the composition book like this necessarily, you know. And I might have some wallpaper, or maybe I'll paint this and maybe a stencil or something on top, and then make this a pocket. So that's going to be that. I can finish that up while I'm sitting and watching Grantchester. Hi Marty, I was going to send my sisters a message to remind them that I'm streaming, and I forgot. Okay, that was takes like a second. Of course, I should have probably gone if I did it this way. Because the pages, it really doesn't matter. If I did it this way and I covered that up, nobody will know it's upside down. And then I could flap it. And then if my pages stick out, how's that? That's an idea, huh, girls? I can make some kind of a closure where it flaps over, and then as it gets puffier, you know, this could move. That might be the way to go. All right. So that's one project. Now let's see, what else do I have here? This is what I do. Let me show you. It's almost like, you know, sometimes you just feel like, well, at least for me, sometimes I just feel like tearing a book apart. Sometimes I feel like painting pages. Sometimes I might just feel like gluing. So these are books that I've started thinking, okay, I want to make some kind of a journal. So I've already gutted this book. And then I added this stuff in here. Now, this has been a while ago. Marty said, her son said, what are you doing? And I said, taking encouragement from my friend Lori and just being a slug. Yes, my kind of girl. Slugging it. Yeah. Well, if anybody needs any help on how to be a slug, I'm your go-to. Mm-hmm. So this is a book that I've obviously put pages in that I'm thinking I'm going to make some kind of a journal. And I've got all these little goodies stashed. And let's just see what I have here. Now this is a lot of little stuff. I need some pages. So I might combine a couple of things. I've learned a few things, I'm sure, since putting this together. See, now I've learned that this really needs to be trash. This is a portion of, oh no, it's a whole one. Look, it's almost falling apart. Let's see. Oh, it's a long one. Look at the handwriting. Can you guys see that? Like, who wouldn't want to write like that? Oh my gosh, I don't see a date. Well, here we go. 1872. Oh. Old envelope, which, you know, is really deteriorated. Mr. W.A. Zinzao, Union Carbide and Carbon Company, Bakelite Division, River Road, Bound Brook, and it just says N. Can you see? N, USA. Thanks, Marty. Little envelopes. Oh, I think this was a little goodie bag I had put together when I was selling from here. Got some blue stuff. Blue on blue. I have nothing for pages. Here's some pages. Here's some page stuff. Okay, let's see here. Your Body and Chocolate. Chocolate is #1 myth. Chocolate is bad for your teeth. This criticism can be effectively diffused by simply quoting from a recent report of a Massachusetts Institute of Technology research team. In contrast to popular expectations, cocoa powder has exhibited a significant caries-inhibitory effect when added to carcinogenic diets in animal studies. The conclusion drawn is that it is a heat-stable, water-soluble chemical component of cocoa, which shows an inhibitory effect upon total dextrin synthesis and Streptococcus mutans. Okay. All right then. Not sure why I have that there. Clockmaker. Now there's an actual folio. Looks like I did. This is like maybe a watercolor paper. Let's fold that in half. I did have a score tool here. There it is. Give that a little more of a crease. So eat chocolate, is that what all that gobbledygook meant? This is another page of, let's just see all that we have here page-wise. I need to get some more avocados. My younger sister eats avocados. I thought she ate more than she obviously does. Barb says it's 80 here, but with the humidex, it feels like 97. Sure beats the winter's 50 below temps. The humidity really takes it out of you, I find. This may have to be trimmed. I want to make some more avocado dyed stuff. I'm not sure what stuff, but I know I want to make more. That can go like that. This I did avocado, and then I think I spritzed. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's got some, yeah, right there. See the little gold shimmies? Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop, shimmy, shimmy, pop, pop, pop. Okay, if I tear this, I can get a twofer. I can get a twofer. All right, so earlier Ann Lar was on from the Ann Lar channel, and Carol was visiting, and then Aunt Beck popped in, and those girls were working on different things, but Ann was doing a couple of junk journals. Ann's journals are so freaking cool. I love her journals. I am the proud recipient of one of Anne's journals. And I don't think I've done anything in it because it's like I don't even want to touch it. You know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes stuff is like so cool you just don't even want to mess with it. All right, this obviously is a Digital. Let's see. Go wading or swimming, stand under the sprinkle in the yard, eat ice cream. That sounds like a fun day. I know, right, Marty? My sisters will all say, "Oh my gosh, this is so cool, and this is this," and they're like, "Your stuff is just this," and I'm like, how can they even say that? I like everybody else's stuff. Like if somebody just scribbles something or they just use their own handwriting, I'm like, oh, that's so cool. My handwriting, I don't know. It's just not the same. I usually keep my Anne journal up here. Let me see. Is it still? Yeah, there it is. I don't even know what this is. I should probably just ask her if she would even remember. I don't know. I've had this a while. I don't know why she sent it to me. It was like it was Happy Mail a couple years ago. It was such a surprise. Delightful surprise. Oh, I've got things stuffed in here that I want to do with it, maybe. Okay, so this, I don't even know what this outside is. It feels, I don't know, it feels almost kind of leathery. So maybe that was a napkin that she just glued on a piece of, like painty paper, now that I'm looking at it. And she just cut it in different sections and she put it together like that, but I love it. See, and then she did something on there. I think I have it the wrong way. Let's go this way. Look. Painty papers, ads, tissue paper, magazine. I love this. See, now I have stuff tucked in here. Look. Right? I love this. Look. Piece of music. Tissue paper. Absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite things. Look. Love it. Absolutely love it. And I love the soft cover. Love it. See, now I'm always thinking that if I have something like this in a journal, the other side is so white. Shannon is going, hey, Beth, I almost missed you. You're at the top there. You're scooting off the page before I see you. Bye, Shannon. Have a good visit with your mom. Okay, so what I'm doing now is just putting these all together to see what I have page-wise. So I'm thinking I got to grunge this up or do something with that page. This is I was trying my hand at coffee dyeing and putting imprints. Thinking that was not an altogether success. And this is just from a kid's tablet I saw somewhere, probably the dollar store. They have that big section at the top. That's blank. What's that for, Gail? Why do they give them that big blank section? And then if that's too long, I might whack that a different way. So right now I'm thinking if I put these pages together, I could do something like Anne does, right? But what would I use for the outside rather than the hardcover? You don't know, huh? Well, I sure don't know. Beth, you sent me something. Is it like a game that I play with you and then I haven't looked at it yet, Beth. I will. I haven't done it yet. That's exactly it. In this summer, I have AC to keep me cool, and in the winter, we turn on the furnace to keep us warm. Yeah. Oh, that's an idea. Never thought about saving those. I mean, I have tons of fabric, but fabric's like a little too flimsy. You know what I mean? Where the bubble wrap, the bubble envelope would have a little more. You can't find my word. You can't find my word game page. Okay, I'll send you it. Yeah, just on Facebook. It's called Pink Girlies something or other. I'll send you. I'll send it to you. Yeah, there are a couple of apps you can download that are like the Wordle. Pink Girlies, Wordle, something or other. Okay, so I'm just going to go like this to have some different sizes. I think I'm gonna, yeah, no, I have it under Pink Girly. You might be able to find it now, but I can send it as well. Does anybody else play Wordle? I mean, my sisters, when they signed up to play Wordle, there's, like when you play from day to day. Oh, really, Barb? That'd be cool. Barb says she hears it's going to be a board game. There's calculates when they got the app and loaded the app and started playing. There's calculates from day to day, like how many times it takes to do this, to do that, you know. And mine's a one and done. And then when I researched it, it said they were having some issues with the app, and I thought they were going to fix it. Mine still doesn't give me, so you know, like over a month's time, how many you got in 4 tries, how many you got in 6 tries, or you know. This is my hand at some boiled paper, which you can see, you know, that didn't go too well either. I mean, it's cool, but I can't figure out what. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside. I can't figure out. I can't figure out how to do better with, like, how to pick out the right plants that will give you a good impression. Because I don't have the mind for it. I don't have the mind for it. Mind that gap. Well, that would be really small. I don't want that. I was just looking at a paper bag, like it's not really a glassine bag. I wonder if I use this for a cover. Because this is, someone else dyed this paper. It's a little crunchy, but yet it's a little more heavy duty. I guess I could glue another piece on this, right? Marty said, I just yawned so big I gave myself three chins. Well, guess what, girlfriend? I don't have to yawn to have those 3 chins. Okay, just saying. All right, let's find a piece of papier that I can glue on the other side of this. See, now I have, let's see what's in this here bundle. See, look, I've got tons of these. Tons. Let's just see. Let's have a scoot through. Oh, look at here. Have you been looking for her, Lori? Well, yeah. Yeah, I kind of have. Look, this one I even have some thread. Kind of would be cool. And that's a piece of cardstock. I kind of like this. This is kind of funky. It's a little funky. Let's put this on my keyboard. Oh, there's a smaller piece. Look at that, a match made in heaven. All right. Get that yes paste out. I'm quite thirsty myself. Who else said they were thirsty today? It was Ange. Can't get enough to drink. Whew. Whew. Okay, so okay, so I'm looking for readers. All right, I've been looking for readers because they busted my readers. I wear them every day, and we were trying to see what strength they were. I think I don't know, for whatever reasons, the ones that I just purchased, I think might be a little too strong for me. I'm not quite sure yet. So I thought, well, maybe I'll get another pair of like 2.25. Now these are ones that I wear. I can work with them. I can look at the computer screen. Okay, Marty, you're taking a nap? You keep yawning, honey? So I saw this pair, they show you thousands of them. So I'm going through and I'm looking, and they show you this pair of glasses where you can slip the lens in, keep the other lens with no lens, so you can either put on makeup, pluck your eyebrows, put on mascara, okay? And I'm like, oh man, if I wore makeup anymore, I will get those. And I have my salon nail girls pluck my eyebrows, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Sure enough, I'm digging through a box this morning. Look at this. Are you okay? I picked these up at Goodwill or somewhere a couple years ago. Forgot I even had them. I thought they looked neat. So I thought, I wonder if they're like a 2.25, a little less. And then I'm thinking, okay, you're old when glasses you bought at a Goodwill now work for you. Okay, you're old. But then look at this, girls. They flip down. So it's like what I was just looking at. You can put these on, flip this one down and put your mascara on or pluck your eyebrow. And then when you need to do the other eye, you flip that up and then you flip this one down. To me, God has a sense of humor. Okay? Isn't that a scream? I just looked at these on Amazon. Crazy, crazy, crazy funny. I know, right? Cool. Okay, now I just had my paste open. Let's get this open again. Find my little, and let's put together another little. Got bits of papers and crumbs and. Now the silicone mat cleaned up pretty easy. With my over painting of my Yes paste. So has anybody ever watched the PBS show called Grantchester? My husband and I and my sisters really like, and their husbands really like All Creatures Great and Small, but they're on hiatus or whatever, right? So I've been hungry for some kind of a show. I'm kind of, I know almost all the words to almost all the episodes of Golden Girls. So when hubby goes to sleep, I was looking for something else to watch. And apparently I'd started watching it at one point and then forgot. My husband doesn't care for it. And there's a shock. Our taste in shows is really quite different. For the most part. We do like All Creatures Great and Small, but that's very rare that we're in agreement. He likes sci-fi stuff and all that kung fu crap. Kung fu crap he likes. And we do watch a lot of the Hallmark. Most of those aren't too terribly bad, but then he watches Up TV. That does me in most of the time. Up TV, I can't handle most of that. Okay, I'm not a film critic or anything, but I think I have a good sense of decent acting. Whew. A lot of those are really bad. Ange had to go mashed potatoes. We're having ribs, green beans, and mashed potatoes. Oh, wonderful. Boy, Mary was having a nice dinner the other night, too. She's going to start using Kuehl. Hey, Elise, how are you? She just got home. Well, I hope you have a good weekend as well. All right. I'm just digging through some jazz I found in a box in my craft room, Elise, and putting together a little journal kind of inspired by Anne Lar. Thank you, Barbara. Okay, just wiping up my little over paintings of glue. Hi, honey. Okay, so let that dry a little bit. We're on the same page, girls. All right. Now some of these may need a little trim. certainly these will fit. This is Exactamundo. My friend Barbara says, hi, honey.
Hi, Barbara.
This is, see, I don't mind if these are torn or anything either. This is kind of a cool piece. Let's get him in there. And I think part of the trick is to not to overstuff, which I tend to do. Okay, Ange, keep going, kid. Don't forget to take a rest. All right, let's see. This one's a tad tall. Cesar Romero is tall. That's the other thing my sisters and I do. We quote movies, favorite movies, and that's one of my quotes from While You Were Sleeping. Oh, I wonder if these are going to be a little too wide. Too wide. Let's see. Just a smidge, but you know what? I might sew something on the edge. I'll go to Caesar salad. Okay, so who in the room has seen While You Were Sleeping? And you know, has some kind of a memory of the movie. Just asking. Because the family's all sitting around the table, and I forget what the guy's name is. Oops, sorry, Ward somebody. And he says Cesar Romero was tall. And then the old lady, the grandma, says Cesar Romero wasn't Spanish. Janice, you've never seen it? Oh, I don't know. What kind of movies do you like? It's so good. It's probably the only movie that I like Bill Pullman in. And then this, I forget what his name is, Ray Ward or something. He says, I didn't say Cesar Romero was Spanish. I said, well, what did you say? I said he was tall. And then the mother randomly says, somebody says, oh, these mashed potatoes are so creamy. And then somebody else says, Mary mashed them. Really? Once I saw him in that, Janice, Gail, he was so good in that. I just haven't liked him in anything else. I thought he was kind of just, he was so cute and handsome and endearing, and oh, I just loved him in that movie. Okay, so now I think I need some more like random type pages. Okay, so these are all kind of just basic jazz. Basic jazz. Now let's see here. See, now here I have, this is cornbread and peanutty cabbage apple slaw recipe page. No clue who Bill Pullman is. You got to look him up. Gotta look them up. And if you haven't watched while you were sleeping. I don't want to give it away, but it's like such a great movie. Okay, look, let's put in some birds. Am I getting too many pages? There's some quackers. You don't like a good science fiction, good action with good actors, good drama. It just depends on my mood. I like gore. Don't like gore hard too much. Yeah, right. He was president in Independence Day. And see, I didn't care for him so much in that one. This is a comedy love story kind of thing. I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen it. So did I put one of these in? I think I did, because I think I had 4 of those. I don't know if I want the chocolate in there. Let's see what else I have here. Ooh. Look at this. Is this too blue? Let's see. It might be too blue. What do you think? It would look nice next to the ducks. Okay, I got to trim this. Get into a cutter. That might be. I'm just going to whack it with my scissors. You like Bill Pullman? All right, let's sneak that in there. Well, it's funny. A lot of times my one sister in particular, she doesn't argue with me, but she'll say, no, you're wrong. And I'll say, no, I'm right. That's not who that is. My husband does the same thing. Of course, he always thinks he's right. And I'm usually right. Look, this is stamped 1945. How cool is that? But that's glued together. I don't want to ruin that glue. And I want to be able to see that. If I fold it this way. Now, my sister Nancy was right on one occasion, but generally I'm right and she's wrong. Just saying. And then we have people like our dear Barbara who's in chat. She's usually always right. Ange is taken off by Ange. I don't know if I want it open, Barb, because if I do it this way and I snip off here and I snip off here, they can be cool little pockets. That's what I'm thinking. Cool little pockets. I'm going to try to stay real close to the edge. And then I have a friend, Joyce, a dear friend, Joyce. She's really into Hollywood stuff. And she always knows who everybody is. These are a little long. I'm going to have to get a trimmer. I think I want to trim them. Or can I just, what can I stitch on the end? Now I've got tons of lace and crap like that. Tons of lace and crap like that. Look, for instance. See, and then if I stitch that on, you don't even know, right, that you've got overage, like you've got overhang, overhang. I gotta watch my time. Okay, it's only 1 o'clock because Tanya will be on. 2-ish. Hey, Kathy, how are you? All right, I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, I could really... You like to rewatch Jane Austen things, or sometimes I just want to watch something that is mostly quiet. Turn to Jeff. Well, see, this is what my crafting with your granddaughter. Oh, that sounds marvelous. That's what my husband doesn't understand when I put on the Golden Girls late at night. See, I'm coloring, or, I might be putting some kits together, whatever I'm working on. And I just don't really want to have to pay attention to anything, but it just gives me a little bit of noise. I don't know. I can't explain it. And I still do laugh at it because some of the lines that some of them have are just like so great. But that's what the Japanese TV kind of thing. I mean, that's the same basic idea, it's just on. You don't have to really pay attention. You're just chilling. Okay, so I think I'm going to do that. And probably, right. And it's the same way with the streams, like the live streams. Like, I don't mind doing the replay sometimes, but I like the live streams because I think mentally for me, it's exactly what you're saying. It's like having a friend in the room and you don't feel as alone. I know. All right, so I think I might just go ahead and stitch this right now because this probably makes more sense to stitch it. You too, Pam? Yeah. And this is what I'm trying to tell my neighbor who's 93 and is very alone, very lonely. And, she got herself a tablet. And so far, I haven't convinced her to figure out YouTube or the live streams. And I think if I could get her interested in something, like, she doesn't even want to watch me, okay? I'm sorry. I'm like one of her best friends. So, like, what is that about? But I think if I could get her hooked on something, she would feel less lonely. And then once she would pick up the chat aspect of it, it would be really good for her. Okay, so my machine is hooked up and it's right here behind me. And I think I'm just going to quickly stitch this on, and then I'll come back and stitch my pages in here. And then we'll go from there. But I don't want to leave you with a page that's going to make blurriness. This might be better. We'll open it to there. Right, and it's people. Well, me too, Beth. I mean, it's not their thing. My sisters will pop in once in a while. And I get that. But see, my neighbor, she was into crafts and made cards for years. Her hands don't work the way she wants anymore, so she's kind of given that up. But I think it's just she feels maybe a little frustrated and lost. So it's just like you have to keep doing it. Every day you do a little bit more, The other day my son said he saw that I came on, and I think he listened for a little while. I'm like, why didn't you say something? I mean, nobody's ever even said, Mom, how can I find you? Or like, I said to my mom, I even said to my mom, I want you to watch me sometime. Oh, that's wonderful, Kathy. And my mom's like, no thanks. my mother, my mom, she's like really very blunt. Well, my husband, I think he might have watched maybe one of mine. Yeah, I don't think he's too impressed, girls. Not too impressed. But it's all right. But I tried to get my younger sister interested, like maybe being a mod for me or something, because she can be a hoot. I mean, and she can get wound up and carry on. I think would be funny. And she's really not a craft person. Like things are difficult for her in that area, and I think that would be a hoot. I watch Mayan too. I like watching Mayan, but I also watch because I want to make sure there's nothing um, inappropriate, or if something doesn't work. You just kind of have to kind of keep an eye on that too. Especially for the rewatchers. All right, I've got a zigzag on here. I might try to just zigzag it on and see if I can catch my stitch correctly, which I don't want my thread to come out. And I'm just doing this willy-nilly, as usual. I probably should have moved that up some, but well, here we go. Yeah, I didn't move it up enough. That was silly. Silly. So that's going to be the back and the bottom because I didn't move it up. That's one thing that's great when you don't have a pattern. What did Pam say? Last time I visited my mom, she had me help her find my channel. Aww. So she can watch me every once in a while. She was having trouble finding. Aw, that is sweet. Yeah, I think your Joe is genuinely interested, Beth. Even the fact that he buys you stuff and brings it home for you to try or whatever, I think that's really cool. I think that definitely proves that he's interested. Okay, so this needs a little trim down the bottom here. I've got a little bit of that purple peeking out, which I don't like. So I'm just going to trim that a little bit there. And see what I mean over here, girls. I had that frayed part. I wanted to move that down. Look, I have all the extra up here. So I'm flipping that around. Oh, look, see, I got some overage here too. Let's see, let's whack that off. Whack it off. Well, my husband, he studied horticulture in college, so he's kind of like a landscaper garden kind of a guy anyway. And he does have his own opinion. Like I would say to him, like years ago, my mom would, want curtains for the living room or the whatever. And she'd go pick out what she wanted, bring it home, and my dad would say, "Yeah, that's great. Whatever you want, hon." I never really hear that because my husband's got some artistic ability, and so it's always a battle. Okay? It's always a battle because he has an opinion. My dad didn't have an opinion about that jazz. It was so easy for my mom. And so, sometimes my husband will give me advice about my channel. I'm like, you really don't know anything about this. That's a kind way of saying, shut up and sit down, baby. just retired, so I don't know. He might get a little more interested in what I do, but so far, not so much. Well, he thinks I should be doing different things. He thinks I should be painting all the time. Okay. And I just like to do a lot of different stuff, not just painting. So there's that. There's that. Yeah, I think sometimes too. I'm just as clueless about some stuff. And sometimes I'll say, sometimes I really don't want to hear it, and he might make sense. I think about it, but for the most part, it's like he really doesn't know how it works or, what my plan is or the idea, whatever. Yes. Barb's husband is a workaholic. Loves his job, which, you know what? I mean, that's kind of good and kind of bad, right? Because you want them to be happy. They have to spend so much time doing it. So, Now, somewhere I had a little templates that I used to have in this drawer here. And I haven't moved this drawer. But I don't see any staring me in the face. So, who's leaving? Gail Ann's leaving. All right, sweetie. Bye, Gail. Have a good day. All right. See, the other thing is I don't have clips that go in. I just had a piece of, what did I do with that? I might have thrown it out. A piece of painty paper that was kind of weird looking, but it might look good in here. I think I'd probably 86 it. Well, that's sad, isn't it? All right, so if I let's clip that. I could scoot that up just a little bit, but I want it to be able to hit so I want to poke my holes. So I have, you mean like the tiny attacher that's like Tim Holtz's? Or the one that she has that goes way far in? Yeah. I had one, it wasn't as big as hers, that I saw in the Goodwill. And I was short on cash, and I let that go and got something else. I should have gotten that stapler. All right, Marty. You got to go when the man needs you. Thanks for popping. I appreciate it. Have a good day. All right, let's just see. maybe if I put a little piece of, see, I don't trust the washi tape all the time. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it doesn't pull off very nicely, you know? Of course, I can always cover up a washi scab. Let's see. I just want to keep these from wiggling too much while I poke my holes. And then I need to decide if I want my strings on the outside or in the middle. You have a neat stapler? I love my tiny attacher, but that doesn't, staple in, if you, and for the most part, I don't want a stapled seam. It separates, has a magnet, so I can, get out. Pam, get out. I didn't even know anything like that existed. Oh, this washi's not cooperating. All right, let's just put a couple little pieces. And hopefully that will not. That's so cool. I might have to look that up just to see. Pam, I don't know if I am subscribed to your channel. I have to check. Is your channel called Made by Pam? Probably is, right? Nice, Janice. Good find. All right. So being this is just one signature, it's a quirky brand stapler. Yes. Okay. I have to. All right. Lori's got to write that down because Lori. Lori has a head like a sieve. Made by. And I think I did Shannon Art Junkie. I'm pretty sure I did her. So I'll have to check and make sure. Okay. All right. You think you got it from Staples, huh? Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, right. Don't you love when you score something like that? All right, let me grab my, hopefully I won't tumble off my chair. I need my fingers to be just a couple of, maybe just an inch longer. So I'm just going to do, let's see. If I do 5, if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that should be good enough to catch the short pages. So I'm just eyeballing it. Pam says she does a lot of make videos, clothing. Oops, she just moved. Wait a minute. Oh, that's good, Beth. Where did I? Okay. Pam says clothing, just various things, craft and fabric hauls. Oh, cool. All right, so anybody here is not sub to Beth Schuler, that's the name of her channel. Check it out. All right, so I'm going to put one here. And I'm going to go here. I hope I'm getting all the way through. I think I am. Here. And here. I said the other day my pokey tool this yellow. It went missing. I found it in a tin and I was so excited, and now I don't know where I put it again. See, because this is really kind of too big. The other pokey tool I have is just perfect for the thread and all that I use. All right, so this kind of color-wise goes, and I think I will have enough to do that. Now, I left my other needle in that other book. Let's see, where do I have another needle? I usually have some clipped right at the ready. And of course, I'm not seeing it today. Usual. This one might work. I don't think I need it to be too pointy. This one's got a bigger end. All right, so what did I say? I'm going to have it be on the outside. Is that what I said? Book on the floor again. So I'm just going to come from the outside. And I'm going to go here. And come back in here. All right, has anybody ever tried this? I was thinking about trying this on a little journal. Say like, oh, that's an idea, Barb. Barb says, I'm going to have to threaten my pokey tool with attaching it to a paddle like they have at the gas station. Yeah. You warned your, yeah, I know that went missing for a while, right? Okay, so I'm thinking, like, I want to put together a journal that's more of a softback journal, like this would be, right? But I want to have dinkly dangly things going down the spine. So if you do this kind of a pamphlet signature thing, you can't really do that. I mean, I guess you can tie it onto the string, but I just don't like that so much, that whole idea. So what I'm thinking is, tell me if this is crazy. Instead of marking the holes like I did for this one, putting two holes together right next to each other. So put two close together here, two close together here, you know, as many as I want, and then just put the thread through, knot it on the back, and then I can tie on whatever danglies I want. Janice says, I have a small awl and it stays in a mug with pens and tweezers. Well, yeah, Janice, excellent. I mean, and that's what I did, but I took mine in the other room, I guess, and then I put it in a can. I don't know. What can I tell you? I'm a goof. I'm a goof. I'm a goof. I'm a goof. All right, so now I want this to be on either side of my strings. This little guy needs to go over there. All right, now let's see if I've tightened it up enough. I believe I have. All right, I'm going to just sew it. Tie it. Barb says, all my journals are cinched, so I know Zippo about making stitches in them. And I'm going to loop that twice. Now, the other thing I'm thinking of doing is taking a little glue of some sort. Oh, good, Beth. So now you only need one. Woohoo! I'm just going to put a little, and it's okay if it gets a little untangled for me. Oh, Nick, the Booksmith. I wanna get her. I got her one video, the cheaper one. She has, at least she did have one that was really, really super reasonable. I think like $20, $25 or something. But I like to do the big one. She's amazing. I just really love it. Making the books, making journals and stuff. That might stop it from fraying a little bit. Okay, so I love KTB. Maybe it's supposed to be NTB, Nick the Booksmith. Sometimes autocorrect changes things we don't realize that it changes. It shouldn't take too long to dry either. So I think this turned out fairly cute for a quick little project out of stuff that I've had sitting around. Okay. Now this bottom here is really the one that was out of control. Out of control, I say. Okay, now trim these little doodadders. Yeah. Typo leads to autocorrect. Okay, so now I have other stuff that I had set aside for in this here journal. Look at that cool thing. I'll just pop that in there for now. Look at this, is cute. Thanks, Beth. All right, so this is just a little, I don't know, I bought something, I guess, and I thought what it came in, see, because it says thank you. Looks adorbs. So I'm going to trim off that. And then I just had where did I put it? See if I can sneak this out without, oh, this will work. This is my tab. My whale's tail tab thing. Let me see if I can scoot that in there. I'm just going to use it to give myself a little divot. Don't I hate when that does that? Yes, you do hate that, Lori. I need to put another piece of it's the paper's too flimsy. If you want to do a little punch of paper that's real flimsy, word to the wise, put something, a heavier piece of paper underneath of it. And then generally you can get it to punch. Let's see if I can wiggle that back to that spot. Now it's going to give me trouble. I'm going to scoot it right to the edge. I can't get it to line up the way I want. Let's try here. See how better that is? Well, it still didn't get great because it's not perfect. And this is where I have to tell myself not being perfect is fine. Let's find a cute place to put this. That might look cute there. And maybe we should ink. A little ink-a-dink might be nice. So what's everybody else going to do for the rest of the day? I think Tanya's coming on. Is she not? She comes on around 2. So that's in about a half an hour Eastern time. And I expect Mary will be on later tonight, unless she's got something else going on. All right, I'm just going to glue this in. There's a little bit of dried glue there. Now, really, and I'm mostly speaking to, okay, Janice, thanks for being here. Have a good afternoon. Yes, definitely, Kathy. But it also is fabulous to color with a 6-year-old. My granddaughter just turned 7 the end of May. And we love to color and do art. So for anybody that's probably not those that are here, but anybody that may be watching on the replay or find this stream, really, if you've never built a journal before or you want some kind of a junk journal, it really doesn't take long, and you don't have a tremendous amount of skill. Just pick out some pages from your junk mail or a magazine, even if you don't have a lot of supplies. And there are plenty of videos to watch and see how to do a pamphlet stitch, and really in a kind of quick amount of time you can have a cute little journal. Now see, this was something I think I picked up in an estate sale. Might have been the one I got locked in. I'm not sure. But see, I like those stamps. I can't even really tell what they are. You can't tell the year or anything, but it still looks cool. So I'm going to save that part. And perhaps make a little tuck spot somewhere. And I love the way that this address just says Bound Brook N, USA. So I want to save this portion. Now, see, normally I would keep this to use as a background to just stamp on, to do a collage, but I'm trying so very hard to clean my room. I'm not going to save this scrap. I'm going to throw it away. And hopefully I will not pick trash later. Okay, just saying. It's very difficult for me. Sitting here going through stuff saying, why is this so difficult for me? But it really often is. Barb, I'm not even looking at what you're saying. Deep breath. Deep breath. My granddaughter was very young. I mean, she's still young, but I mean really young. And she would have a little bit of a meltdown. Her daddy would say to her, take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath. And then she would be somewhere with them or with me or whatever. And she'd see a kid having a meltdown. And she would turn to us and say, oh, he needs to take a deep breath. Yeah, I don't know if there's anybody else that's still here with us. So Aunt Beck has a channel, of course. And she is... Well, Beth, what's Aunt Beck's real... her whole thing? It's not just Aunt Beck. Is it? It's Aunt Beck's Creations or Aunt Beck something, isn't it? She was in here. And Janet Nash will pop in. She usually does the replay. If you haven't checked out her, you might want to check out her channel, which is awesome. Look, here's the recipe. I can't read the top word. Pork ham, maybe? Poke ham? Tomato soup, noodles, carrots. Oh, maybe this is a store list. Puffed rice, beans, toilet tissue. This is definitely... You subscribe to Becky? Okay. I'm going to tuck that in there. And this reminds me of my dear Holly. So I'm going to put this somewhere. My, I don't know why this is a photo, vintage photo, but I'm not getting a nice vintage photo color. And it doesn't look like there's anything terrible on there. Aunt Beck's Creations. Okay, I thought it was something like that. Having trouble with my, I guess I need to start replacing my sponges. It doesn't look awful, but it just doesn't look great either. Thanks, Barb. And who else was in here? Because Marty doesn't. Gail. Janice. Ange doesn't have a channel. I'm just trying to think some of the other gals that had popped in and said hello. Let's tear this. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Beth. This really is too big for here. I could still tear this off a little bit, I think. Sometimes it never occurs to me, you know, like I've got a sprig here of a leaf that I stamped on. Well, who cares if the whole stem is there? Just tear it off. I mean, generally it will look better anyway. It doesn't always occur to me. I don't know why. It should at this point. It should. Yeah, Kathy, that's in here with her granddaughter, Calico Cat. See, I don't remember all their, like I know she's Kathy, but I don't remember everybody's. like stream name or their handle, or whatever. However you want to say it. Devin, we're good. How are you? Devin has a channel. Pam, do you know Devin's channel? She does awesome stuff as well. Beth, I haven't forgotten that Blue Daisy. That just I tried it once on my own and it didn't go well. And so now I'm going to redraw it and try it again. I haven't forgotten. I just haven't gotten to it. Good. I'm glad to hear you're well. Oh my gosh, Pam, you're in for a treat. Devin Rex for Art. She does fabulous stuff. Fabulous, fabulous. Okay, let's see. Got that upside down. This is kind of flimsy. I think I'm going to use that to decorate. I don't think I'm going to worry about this being, I mean, I could put it on a piece of card, but I'm not going to worry about that in this little doodad journal. This little Anne Lahr inspired journal. You won't be sorry you're subscribing to these girls. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. Okay. And I've got my ducks. I'm thinking if I could get myself organized and then get a nap during the day. Maybe I could do a late night thing earlier in the week. Zena comes on late night sometimes. I hit my mouse and now I can't see my chat. I got all this other stuff. Hey, Carol, how are you? Carol is doing some cool stuff at Ann's. All right, these little doodads I had put aside for whatever reason in that other book. This is my Anne inspired journal I'm making here, Carol. I'm just going to pop these little things in here and maybe, you know, I can deal with those another time. I put some of this little stuff together to sell at the market, and I guess this one didn't sell. It came back to me, and I had it in with this stuff to use in a journal. So look, there's another little pocket, some birds. This little card can just stick in here for now. Oh, this might go in that. I wonder if this would fit. Oh, look, this is kind of, I'm going to glue this real quick. Yeah, hers was really better because she used all that junk. Let's see what else I have in here. Oh, I took this book apart and made a journal. I had it in my Etsy shop. Actually, I think Candy bought it. This was such a cute little book. It was about mushrooms. It had such cute little pages. See, now if I'd have opened that before I put the book together, I would have included those. They would make cute pages. Let's see what else I have here. This is just a book page. I'm going to scoot that in that pocket. Oh, this is a cute picture. Shrooms. Oh my gosh. Years ago when I was working, there's a restaurant called, gosh, I don't even know if they're open anymore. What the heck were they called? It's not coming to me. And they had mushrooms on their menu. They called them shrooms. And they were stuffed with some kind of cream cheesy. Hey, Lizzie Brewer, how are you? Oh my gosh, Lizzie, I just absolutely love you. I got to catch a little bit of your video the other night where you were in your new space and Papa was sitting in his chair. Gosh, you just lighten my day. You just crack me up. So there's somebody else, Lizzie Brewer. Pam, if you don't know Lizzie, you need to check her out. She is very talented and an absolute hoot. Okay, so here I have a really white page. Oh, that's the other side of that digital. I'm just kind of going in and sticking stuff down that I'd put aside inside of a gutted chapter book, as my granddaughter would refer to it. And then I was watching Anne, and I showed my Anne journal earlier. And I thought, well, maybe I'll make one like similar to what Anne might do. So now I'm just using all these little bits that I had put aside to start a journal. Oh my gosh, you have to watch some of Lizzie's already. Either her videos, she does both videos and lives. She has one, I don't know, was a video or a live where Papa was coloring her hair purple. It's a scream, okay? You have to watch it. It's an absolute scream. This is kind of bright, I think. I just don't know where I'm getting that dark color from. Oh my gosh, she's so funny. Yeah, if you're, oh, there goes my blender. If you're ever feeling like a little bit in the dumps or whatever, yeah, put on a Lizzie video. That'll cheer you right up. Cheer you right up for sure. Okay, let's see. I have a little tiny, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Yeah. Let's put a little something on here. Where did I put my, I had a little piece of paper I was, I got about 15 minutes and then I'm going to scoot because I think Tanya will be on. It's my, see, this is why I ruin so much paper, because then I forget where I put the paper that it was that little piece of chocolate, paper about chocolate. I just don't want to ruin another piece of paper. Well, let's do this. I don't want to get ink where I don't want it. Oh, see, look, now I'm going to lose my notes. All right, let's see here. Stampa, stampa, stampa. Not too bad. Just want to take care of some of that white space. Now I'm not going to re-ink. Just want a faint little on the back side. On your back side. See, now I dropped my inker. I know this one's got grungy stuff on it. I'm losing control. Gosh, I don't think I didn't even sing anything today. I'm out of sorts, girls. I'm out of sorts. She's come undone. There you go. Do, 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 do. There's some other stuff here. That's too big. That's too small. Look, this, I made a little pocket here. Scoot that in there. You need a show too. Oh, gosh. I'm out of sorts, Deb. I'm tired and I'm weird. Oh, look. This is a little tea bag thing. Looky, 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 looky. Let's use this somewhere. Over the rainbow. Now I needed to have something behind it. I could layer that. What do you think about that? Hey, Kimberly. I haven't seen you in a little while there, little girl. How you doing? I hope you're okay. What if I put this here? It could be a tuck spot. And then I could put this on top to tuck other little goodies. Carol, did I miss you, Carol? I thought I said hello to you, but maybe I didn't. Hi. I was watching you and Ian earlier. I apologize if I missed you. Okay, Beth, take care. Oh, look. See, I can't glue this down now. See, look, I flipped it over. Look, it's got writing on the back. No, can't do it. Can't do it. I gotta use that as a, I'll tuck this in somewhere. See how I am? Ugh. I just can't do it. What else did I have here? I've got a library card. See, then I won't be able to read the rest of that. See, so it takes a while to figure out what you want to do with your goodies that you have set aside, because it's not always a quick decision. Am I right? Am I right? Whew. Saved by the bell. That can fit in there as well. See, some of this stuff can get, I need to get crunched up. Oh, look at there. That says noteworthy. I don't care so much about that. But see, this is a cute Timmy. This is a cute Timmy card. Let's make this some kind of a little pocket. All right, so about 10 minutes. I'm going to get scooting out of here. Probably not even 10 minutes. I'm starting to feel my inner lunch bell go off. Okay, Barb, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. You take care. Have a great day and enjoy that heat wave you're having. We're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. The temperature's rising, it isn't surprising. There you go. We're having a heat wave. All right, let's make this a little pocket on here. Three-sided pocket. Guess I could have made a flip out. Oh, flip out. Now I could put something up there too. Some kind of little words or something, you know, up there. This is more Timmy birds. These are Timmy birds. Put Timmy birds up there. See what we have here. For those of you that weren't here earlier, I love the chicks. I fit in there. Where's that skinny one? Oh, see, I've got that. I can see. I'm just going to store some of this stuff in here till I get back to it. For those of you who may have not been here at the outset, I often will take a book cover, you know, take the book out, take the book block out, use those pages for whatever, and then I start storing stuff for pages and signatures, and then I put it in a box and I forget. So this is all stuff that I had that I was going to put in a book. So I decided not to use the book cover. Look, this could be a book. This could be one. Kathy's free. And look, in this one I found a piece of 1872 ledger paper. The writing is awesome. Bye, Carol. You have a good day as well. All right, so I'm going to skedaddle. So this is what I did today. I was just, you know what, Deb, I was really feeling like doing some jelly plate stuff, but I have such a mess here right now with reworking my room. I just couldn't bear to make another mess. So I pulled out some books that I had the cover stuffed with things to make a journal. And then I was watching Anne earlier, and so this was inspired by Anne. Of course, it doesn't have, like, you know, the mail junk she was working on today, but if anybody has one of Anne's journals, you know what I mean. It's like Babaroonie. All right, so it's Sunday, end of the week. I believe Tanya will be on in a few moments, if not within a half an hour or so, I believe. And Murray will be on later this evening. It's Sunday evening. And then I think Lisa may be back to streaming on Monday evenings. That's all my brain is processing right now. I know, right, Devin? It's just like I was telling the girls earlier. It's like you open a box and then you discover stuff in there, and then where to put that box. I'm sorry, Pam. It's Tanya McGuire, and she usually comes on, I think it's 2 Eastern. Bye, Deb. Have a great day. At least if she's up to it and her mom's well and all that, all that stuff is working out. She usually comes on Sunday afternoons. So I'm going to go grab some lunch, and then I'll probably work in my room here while Tanya's on. I got to look and see when my baseball game might be on too, girls. That's always a caveat for me this time of year. I've got to have my baseball fix. Well, thanks for joining me. I enjoyed this little session. And I was glad to see some of you that I haven't seen in a while. And some newbies. We had Shannon and Pam join us today. So y'all take care, all right? And I'll see you around sometime soon. And don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. We'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.